2.6 million Australians have gone down this path of withdrawing money from their superannuation to help them through this pandemic. Superfunds argue this undermines people's retirement savings, estimating around 500,000 people have emptied their accounts. Now, Treasury has been forced to revise up its forecast of how much money will be withdrawn altogether. That's now tipped to reach $42 billion. The government says people should be able to access their own money. Also overnight, the Prime Minister held a virtual meeting with so-called first mover nations, including Israel, Greece, Denmark and Austria, ones that had been relatively successful in suppressing the virus but are now seeing further outbreaks. Scott Morrison tweeting, "We discussed strategies for responding to increased case numbers and the need to balance localised lockdowns with keeping our economies open." Pete.
And Eliza, the government will today unveil the new Closing the Gap targets. So what can we expect there?
Yeah, so these are 16 new socio-economic targets to track progress on closing the gap. They include lifting school attendance and employment rates and university enrolments, as well as drastically reducing suicide and incarceration rates and reducing the number of children in out-of-home care. These targets are the product of discussions with 50 Indigenous groups, and the Indigenous Affairs Minister, Ken Wyatt, says in a statement, "We know the best outcomes are achieved when Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians are equal partners with governments and when they have a direct say." Pete, after a decade of failing to meet targets, there is renewed hope that these reforms will be a game changer.